Forgiveness is for you. Because if you're holding on to that anger, if you're holding on to that jealousy, if you're holding on to that hurt, they don't even know it.
This is the Deep Dive with Adam Roa.
Forgiving doesn't mean you need to take that person back. Forgiving doesn't mean that you need to vote for that person. Forgiving doesn't mean that you have to be friends with them. It doesn't mean that you have to be business partners. It doesn't mean they need to be a part of your life. You may choose to never speak to them again. Forgiveness is for you. Because if you're holding on to that anger, if you're holding on to that jealousy, if you're holding on to that hurt, they don't even know it. That's affecting your life. It's affecting your lens because everything happening inside yourself is the lens through which you're viewing the rest of life, and life will reflect that back to you. So if you're walking around holding grudges and pain and resentment from all of the past relationships that didn't end up going the way that you want them to, you will be seeing all of these reflections of that pain and all the ways you can't trust people and all the ways that people are going to take advantage of you. You are going to be seeing that in the outside world, and that will reflect. It will show up again and again and again until you shift internally and break that pattern. Forgiveness is for you. And so this process, once again, to break it down tangibly, if something has happened that deeply hurts you and you're in a space where you want to forgive, start by feeling your feelings. Start by allowing your emotions to arise and to give yourself the space, whether that means the time to do it, whether that means the support to understand what your feelings even are, whether that means a community in which you can talk about it. And if you want a community, by the way, thecreatecommunity.com. That is my online community where we have a very special group of humans that are coming together each and every week for this exact thing, to support each other in these processes. Whatever you need to feel your feelings, do it. Don't judge yourself for how long it's taking. Don't feel shame for the fact that you feel those things at all. Be gentle with yourself and allow yourself to feel. And then as you've began to process, you're going to start to see things differently. Allow yourself to find the understanding of where is the love at the root of their actions. If you need to go back to my last podcast to listen for tangible ways that you can do that, go and do that now, because we're building on this. That's what this journey is, deep divers. We are going on a journey together, and we are building step by step, creating the lives that we want. And so when you find that understanding of where the love is, you can connect to that and you can see that loving piece of them in yourself, which is compassion. And from that space of compassion, you've now stepped into the ability to forgive, truly forgive for you, first and foremost. How you choose to respond from there is entirely up to you. But I can tell you that if you've gotten to a place where you've processed your emotions, you've understood it, you've found the love in the situation, the decision that you make will ultimately be so much more supportive, so much more in alignment, and be another foundational piece of the life you ultimately want to live, which is one that's based in love, not your fear and your pain from past wounds.